everybody. Hey, this is Ken. I just wanted to show you that overview of the Tesla factory location in southeast Austin, just 12 miles directly east of downtown Austin. There's been a lot of interest, of course, lately regarding the Tesla factory and what it might do to real estate values in the local area. So I want to give you an update on that as promised, and kind of show you what the reality of the market is, and also, it's changing day by day. We are seeing an acceleration of prices, more than I've seen since the 2005-2006 era, and even more probably in recent weeks. Extreme price increases on our properties due to lumber prices doubling and a number of other factors, including the huge demand and the low supply of houses available. So let's get started. I'm going to go first into the MLS in the southeast region of the Austin area, and that's where our Tesla facility is that I just showed you. And it's located off of the 130 toll road, which right here, if you look at the 130 toll road, it's off of Harold Green Road, which is right here where an old a stone quarry was. And that was kind of the pictures that I just showed you, was this area that's being completely scraped to build the new facility. Okay, it's right on the Colorado River, and it is adjacent to this older community of homes called Austin's Colony. The area in this the area where this is being built in southeast Austin is probably one of the more rural places that Austin has to offer. In other words, not a lot of infrastructure, and there's not a lot of multiple subdivisions like you find in other areas where there's subdivision after subdivision. And right now, of course, with the lack of available homes and the building being totally stressed to the limit, and developers not developing as fast enough lots for the supply and the demand, this is the reality of our market. So I want to kind of just look at this and give you some strategies that we'll be using for our investors for this area. We'll call this the southeast quadrant, or the Tesla effect area. It is a little more of an economically depressed area of Austin, just because it's more rural, and also the school ratings aren't all that as good. But there's a lot of things going for it. It's the path of development for the area. Austin Bergstrom Airport is only a few minutes away from the Tesla facility. Right here is where Tesla is. Austin Airport is right here. At the confluence of the 71 East-West Highway and 130 toll road. There's areas down here near the racetrack, which is the Circuit of America's Grand Prix racetrack, which is just a few exits down from the facility. This area here I'm very familiar with, which is Stony Ridge, and some of the resale communities and new communities that are in this area. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to also look at some of the other stuff nearby, which basically within 10 to 15 minutes of Tesla. And so the thing about Tesla is that it is bringing in jobs, 5,000 to 6,000 jobs. We're blessed for that, and that's great. And also, it's in the demographic that where most people were mostly affected, which is the median, below median income. And so the average job for our Tesla facility is going to be around $50,000, $45,000 a year, with a lot of manufacturing jobs, or line workers, how they do that there with Tesla. So, perfectly positioned to be able to afford our rentals in the $1,600 to $1,900 a month range. But we're running into a supply problem all over town. Not only a supply problem, we're chasing properties. We are dealing with multiple offers on resale properties. We are dealing with builders cutting us off from investors being able to buy, because they limit the amount of sales they'll sell to investors. And so this exercise here is to get you prepared for my A clients, and I don't mean A clients to take anybody that are not an A client. A just means their urgency level. A client that I'm working with is someone who has their checkbook ready and their pre-approval letter in hand. B clients are I call my bold investors, which means they're getting ready to get to the position where they're able to jump on properties. C clients are clients that are that are checking things out. C for checking things out. And then D means I don't want it, and that's fine too. So it's not for everybody. And so I'll explain the demographics and geographics of the area. You have the toll road 130 going parallel to Austin, Texas. I-35 being the main north-south highway. 130 was built to bypass Austin, and it's 80 to 85 mile an hour speed limit with no lights. Goes from Georgetown all the way to I-35 and also all the way to San Antonio. So that's our, and then and that being a location just a few miles east of downtown Austin makes it an easy commute if you were going to go into Austin. The communities around this area, as far as little cities, towns, we have to the north, we have Manor. It looks like Manor, but it's pronounced Manor, Texas. We're going to go into that in a second. And then we have Del Valley, which is, this whole area is considered Del Valley. I don't know why it doesn't show up on Google Maps, but this is all Del Valley in here. And then, of course, it is adjacent to the city limits of Austin. What you're seeing here is the green dots are the homes that are available right now in the MLS under $250,000 in this area. We stay under $250,000 right now because the demographic in this area doesn't lead to higher end sales prices. And therefore our numbers and our rents don't work if we go any higher than $250,000, $260,000 right now in this market. That's all changing as the prices keep going up quickly. We've seen price increases. This is doing this on 8/14 of 2020. Seen price increases as much as $5,000 to $7,000 to $10,000 in our lower price range in the weeks. Higher price range, we've seen as much as builders raising their prices. I'm talking higher, 500 to $1 million, as much as $20,000. So our strategy is changing here as we were buying as many of the new home products as we can get our hands on. Now those prices are accelerating faster than the resales. So we are going to start really diving in and making sure we're not missing any resales in the market, because first of all, builders can't cut us off like they can with investor sales in their communities. But we also have to be ready, willing, and able with checkbook and pre-approval letter in hand if we're going to get into the mix, because we're seeing 6 and 7 offers on these lower priced houses. For instance, today, let's go back to our Tesla. That's our Tesla factory right there. And this is probably about a 10-mile square either way. And so our northern boundary of our Tesla effect area is called Manor. And Manor has some good things going for it. New Tech High School, Manor New Tech High School, which is rated in the 8s and 9s for technology students, and a middle school also. The regular schools aren't all that highly rated, but the Manor New Tech School is. So if you have technology students, if you're a parent that has technology students, then this would be a great area for them. I was taking a look here in our target area. We're going to come back to new construction, which this area right here is Pacesetter Homes with Manor Commons. They're sold out right now. They will not open up new sales until next month, and that's what you're going to be hearing, a common denominator when I go through these areas, whether they'll even sell to investors at all. All right, but our resales, I found this one right here. I like it a lot. It's just one on the market today, and it's already had 6 showings. By the time you see this video, it'll probably be under contract. But I want to show you how we are going to approach resale homes, and I can put you on an automatic feed, so you're seeing these things come in real time. That anytime one of these houses pops on the market, you're going to get an email. And so we're going to call this the Tesla Southeast Austin area. So if you're interested in this area, email me and let me know, hey, I'm really interested in checking out the resales that pop on the market as well as new home construction. Built in 2013. Got some nice features. Kind of what we're looking for is the dark cabinets. So either dark or white is what's in right now, and gray is kind of in, but a little bit going out. Got travertine backsplash, laminate wood floors. It's a nice little house, 1,700, right in our sweet spot, 1,700, 1,800 square foot. One story. This house at 225 is going to be probably renting in the 1650 range, which numbers were pretty good. And like I said, by the time you see this video, it'll probably be already sold. But we've got to jump on these things when they come on the market. Got a lot of nice features to it. It's called Bell Farms is the area. I've sold a bunch of homes when they were building in this area. And so that was a nice little needle in the haystack that I found as I was reviewing the homes that are available in this area. Everything else we're looking at is closer to the 250 mark. Shadow Glen is another great area. It's a golf course community, and also definitely worth looking at resales. This one's actually pretty interesting here. 249.9 for a 2,000 square foot one story. And so, quick look here. This is what we do all day long, by the way, is look for properties. So, yeah, builder basic, and you know that carpet can be replaced with tile or luxury vinyl plank. Nice big wide open layout, big house. So it'll also rent probably in the 1650 to 1750 range. So those numbers will work pretty good. If you want a pro forma on properties, that's what we do. So you can see this. Multiple offers, 7 p.m. So that's kind of what we're seeing. You're in a multiple offer situations in most cases. Sometimes you have to sell, you have to go in with cash or higher than asking price, as there's so many people looking for affordable housing and all their realtors are scrambling around trying to find properties for them, and we're in that mix because we have to either we have to either try to wait for a new build to open up their new sections, or we snap up stuff that is a resale. And so we're going to definitely dive deeper into it as we go. So little community of Manor, not a whole lot there. There's a Walmart. There's a lot of stuff going in, a lot of retail and stuff like that. 290 just became a major toll road east-west. So you can go all the way to downtown 19 minutes from here. And Stonewater is a D.R. Horton subdivision. Let's take a look quick at Stonewater. I like it a lot. And why I'm saying that is because you'll want to get on the wait list. See, there's no homes for sale in Stonewater, but they start from $213,990, which is for a 1,200 square foot house. I like this one a lot, and so they only offer a 1 in 10 homes, and they don't offer very many investor opportunities, and that's what we're finding out throughout town. So let's go back into nice to be on this like this neighborhood and the price, but you really can't buy it right now. So that's why I'm getting to my A buyers to let them know that they need to get with me on the waiting list, on the opportunity list. So this is Stonewater with D.R. Horton as well. I mean Shadow Glen with D.R. Horton Golf Course Community, but they are also starting in the 260s for this area at 1,573 square feet. And they only have a few investor opportunities available. Problem is that at the price points gets to be where the rent to price ratio doesn't make sense. It will someday, I'm sure, but right now I can't get enough rents to make it much of a positive cash flow. All right, so let's go back out to the map. I'm going to get too lost in the details here because I've got to show you some of the interesting graphics here. These are all the green dots are homes that are available right now. Once again, Tesla's right here and above that, right here, this little white spot here. So if you look at add some criteria here, which is pending taking backups and sold in the last 90 days, you can see what I'm talking about how active this area is. All the blue is sold houses in the last 90 days. All the orange ones are pending, meaning they got under contract probably within the last 30 to 60 days. And the green ones, they're here are what's available right now active. So everything is getting snapped up. That's why you have to be on my automatic feed. So when a really cool house hits the market, we're the first one on their doorstep at 9 o'clock in the morning with our offer in hand. This area, once again, here's Tesla right here. This area, Austin's Colony, Forest Bluff, was a relatively economically recessed area. Schools aren't all that great, but D.R. Horton's been building here for a while. They have TRMO, which is very popular, and 969 takes you into downtown Austin, east-west in about 15 minutes, so you can be downtown. So this area here, right adjacent to Tesla, nothing available, no green dots. So if you'd like to be on the interest list for this area, this search criteria would be sent to you. Here's an example of somebody trying to take advantage of it. $220,000 house. This is pretty sad. It's the only property near Tesla, I mean, within a rock's throw of Tesla anyways. So we don't ignore any of these areas over here as well. It's just that we are also focused on the south of the Tesla area, which would be Stony Ridge, and we're going to go into the new construction there of what's available. Stony Ridge, I've been waiting for a long time, following this little subdivision right here, which is Stony Ridge with Lennar. These are twin homes. They're basically duplexes where you can buy one half of a duplex in the low 200s. Was down there working with a client last weekend. They are swamped and they don't even return phone calls right now as far as being able to get in there. But this would be in a low, about the pro forma that I'm going to show you would be this area right here, which is Stony Ridge. Let's take a look at that really quick. So 215, thing about it, their homes are probably not going to be done until spring, if not summer of next year. The city of Austin is not easy to deal with, so it takes longer and longer. This subdivision I've been following since they started breaking ground on it about almost a year ago, and they've just had delay after delay. So like I said, these are townhome style properties. I used the lower of the smaller of the houses and ran my comps. It looks like we could get about $1,550 rent on a $215 sales price. After everything's said and done, you might have somewhere just south of $200 a month positive, but these prices are going to be going up substantially and quickly. And they're already raising them, and it's going to continue. So looking at the actual houses, they're basically one half of a town of a duplex, but you actually own it. So it's a attached single family house as far as lenders are concerned or whatever. So you own half of it. And once again, the location is close to the airport, close to the Circuit of America's track, and close to 2 major freeways, and not far from downtown either. Also across the street from a elementary school, so walking distance for that. And then there's a little grocery store right here on the corner of Elroy and Ross. So this area, like I said, is about the only options for new construction. There's another area that's a little further out, about 2 miles to the east of here, called Sunchase. Same product that Lennar is building. Lennar is good because they build everything's all included, number one. Number two, they're investor friendly up to a point, meaning we can actually buy something. But this product, once again, and it's further out than the last Stony Ridge. You're looking at prices starting in the 220s for 1292 square feet. And so I would, knowing the area, I would prefer to be at Stony Ridge just because it's nicer. And I'm looking for where my actual houses are. Available homes, here we go. Quick move-ins. Yeah, see, the prices still start going up from here. $241 for 1409 square foot. These are half of houses. So I think we could do better at this point. That we want to keep an eye on Sunchase because it is several hundred acres, a square mile of potential new home construction. This is where the Lennar section is right now. There is going, this whole area to the north of it is all this area, including this lake, is all going to be new homes in the near future. This is several different builders are already positioning themselves. So to give you perspective again, here's Tesla right by the 130 up here on the map, and then here's Sunchase. And in regards to that, other than that, there isn't a whole lot available in the southeast quadrant. Like I said, we start with Manor, and then Del Valle, and once again, not a whole lot of resales available. So that's the reality of where we're at here. And so if being near Tesla is important to you, then this is the game we've got to play. Let's take a look back out here, and 22 homes for sale on a large swath of land in southeast Austin. All right, so that's the reality of the market, and all these areas will do great no matter what you do, no matter where you really end up throwing the dart in Austin. It's primed to just continue to increase. This is not your high-tech corridor, and we'll be talking about that on another video. So this is not going to be 15 minutes from Apple. Apple's in the northwest. This is a downtown and Tesla effect area. So hope that's been helpful. You can email or text me, hey, I'm interested in getting on the opportunity list and the automatic feeds for properties in the southeast Tesla area, 512-423-5626, or Kenn, Kenn at buyaustin.com, buyaustin.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. This one is done on August 14th. And everything I show you here will be different in 2 weeks. That's just the way the market is. That's why you have me out here, boots on the ground, try to find the best properties, best investments for you. Once again, Kenn Renner, real estate broker in North Austin. I hope to connect with you soon. Thanks.